Hi my loves, welcome back or welcome to our channel. Welcome if you guys are new. And guys, welcome to Bookmas Day 1. Today's kind of bittersweet because this is our last TBR video of the year. Like, where is this year gone? Actually, it's ridiculous. Anyway, you guys know the drill by now. We're gonna be letting a TBR prompt wheel choose my reads. We'll choose prompts and then those prompts will help me choose my reads. I did want to say, coming up into the new year, if you guys have any ideas or want me to do anything else than like a TBR prompt wheel, like maybe a TBR jar, getting booktubers to choose my TBR, anything you can think of, please let me know below if you want to see it. I will be more than happy to film it. I like to mix it up now and then. This year we've pretty much stuck to this because it's really fun. But yeah, I'm happy to switch it up a little bit next year. Like every month or so will be a little bit different. This month, I think we're gonna pick 5 prompts. It's gonna be a pretty busy month. This month has been very busy. I have ticked off a few books from my TBR, but like it's just been a lot. So I think we're gonna pick 5 prompts this month and just see if I can get to those. As usual, we have all of our little prompts all here, wherever I've put it on the screen. Let's spin and pick our first prompt for the month. All right, the first prompt is beat on my TBR before. Okay. This is a good one because it'll like force me to read some books that I just keep putting off, or you know, I feel sorry for them when they are on my TBR and then I don't get to them. Let me see what we have. This prompt is actually really easy for me. I often pick books and don't get to them because I am a mood reader, guys. I'm a mood reader. I'm so sorry. And like, unfortunately, I don't read like 15 books a month. I wish I did. The 2 that I am most drawn to is, you guys know, of Flame and Fury. I feel like I have to pick this one in a way. There just is one other option. This has been on my TBR multiple times and I still haven't read it. It's not fair to this book. It's not fair to Michaela Bridge, who wrote this book. So this is about Phoenix racing. It actually sounds super interesting. I really don't understand why I haven't read it yet, and it's quite a small fantasy book. So it says, a fiery alliance, an explosive secret. The race is on. Phoenix racing, it's profitable, it's deadly. No one knows this better than Kelvara and her crew, the Crimson Howlers. They live on the edge of survival. When a mysterious tech billionaire offers them a place at his training facility, it gives them hope, but also forces Kel to team up with Coop, her arrogant, infuriating rival. Embroiled in political scheming, volatile Phoenix magic, and a smoldering romance, Kel and Coop discover a conspiracy that threatens them all. So it's a romantasy, but it does sound really interesting. One thing that has been like putting me off about this, it's like Phoenix racing, you kind of think myths, like mythical creatures, I don't know, something like that. And then it says mysterious tech billionaire, and I'm like, a tech billionaire? So we're like in the modern world, but with phoenixes? I'm not really sure. I'm curious to learn, but like, I'm not really sure what world we're set in. I don't know. Maybe there's just like this tech element to their magic system or something. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's a bunch of different types of phoenixes, it seems like. The blood phoenix, the cape phoenix, the cinder phoenix, the harrow phoenix, on and on and on. That's interesting. I feel like I should pick this one. The only other one I was thinking about is Cleopatra and Frankenstein. This has been on my TBR multiple times. I've just never like been drawn to it, but I do want to read it because I read Blue Sisters earlier this year. Read it so quickly, actually. It was really easy to read, which surprised me. And I've heard a lot of great things about this one. It's a contemporary fiction, which I am trying to read more of. I'm trying to branch out a little bit more. We are following Cleo and we are set in New York. She's kind of partying around on her student visa, which is rapidly running out. But then at a New Year's Eve party, she meets Frank. He's 20 years older than her, but he can give her the security she craves and the green card she needs. So that's a reason it's been putting me off. I'm not a big age gap. Not that this like says it's a romance. It could just be like marriage of convenience and they don't actually fall in love. I don't know. Had a lot of good things though, so I don't know. But I think we're gonna have to go with a Flame and Fury because this deserves a spot on the TBR. Okay, let's do prompt number 2. There are a few prompts I like don't want to get on this TBR. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to remove this one. Guys, I'm gonna have to respin because it's a spooky season read. Sorry, because like we're not in spooky season anymore. I put a Christmas read on there and then I forgot to remove that one. Ugh. Okay, a new addition to my TBR. This is fun. It's like the 2 opposites. Okay, we definitely have options for this. This one is an exciting prompt. So first of all, this one is super exciting. Honestly, if I can't like fit it to this prompt, I may just fit it to another prompt because I really, really want to read this one. I'm so sorry about the lighting today, by the way. The sun can't make up its mind whether it wants to be super out or like hiding behind the clouds. Anyway, this is The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. Now, this is really exciting for me because I used to watch Kate Jacobs on BookTube all the time when I was younger. So I've been following her since I was in high school watching BookTube, and she came out with a book this year, only recently actually. First of all, the cover, amazing. I love it so much. It's giving medieval. Well, that is the vibes of the book. What I have heard about this book and the way she pitches it is Legally Blonde, but set in medieval times. It says Prince Domhnall and Princess Clea are the perfect royal match. That is, until he ruins everything by refusing to propose. Heartbroken but determined, Clea attends Domhnall's military academy to win him back. After all, how hard can dueling really be? Warrior Ronan has no time for blonde princesses, even if Clea is, well, cute. He tells himself that there's no harm in training her, even if his heart does race around her, even if Domhnall is his best friend. But as they say, love is a battlefield, and unfortunately for them, a very real war is looming on the horizon. It is a fight that will threaten their kingdoms and their heart. Guys, this sounds so much fun. I have been really wanting to read this. I just am really excited to see like the writing style and everything of it as well. So that's a really great option. We also have To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sarah A. Parker. So Sarah A. Parker also wrote When the Moon Hatched series, well, becoming a series. The first book's out at the moment. I thought this was a newly published book by her, but apparently it's been like republished. I don't know if it was indie published first or just they like redid the covers. This is a dark fantasy romance, I think a YA dark fantasy, so like dark atmosphere, not dark content, I think. Don't quote me on it, but is inspired by Rapunzel, which is really cool. Basically, we are following our protagonist and she is like kind of trapped within these castle walls, or she knows to stay within them because within there is safe, but one day a beast threatens that safety. And yeah, I'm not really too sure. I'm guessing it's a fantasy romance, which sounds really cool to be honest. I do really want to read this, but guys, do we have a lot of competition when The Strength of the Few is on my TBR? I just got this, so this is new to my TBR as well. And this is Hierarchy Book 2, so it comes after Will of the Many, which I read recently, and you guys know was like a 5-star read for me, obsessed with it. And this is the second book to that series. Like a lot of these I want to get on my TBR anyway, but I think we're gonna have to go with Strength of the Few because how can I not? Like, I'm so excited to see where this series goes. Like the ending of the last book literally shook me to my core. I can't even explain. That's good that we're only doing 5 as well, because I feel like that's a big book for the TBR. So let's pick our third prompt, which is going to be, okay, it was close. The prettiest cover. Guys, we're gonna judge books by their cover, do exactly what we're not meant to do. Okay, I can easily choose the prettiest cover. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that Kate Jacobs book is very good contestant because that is a stunning cover, but let me see if we have anything else. You know, I don't actually think we have a better cover than this. I just think this is so cool. I'm a sucker for really, I don't know how to describe this, whimsical feeling fantasy covers. Once Upon a Broken Heart, they're like my favorite covers ever. The UK editions that I have, absolutely love them. And I just feel like this gives, I don't know, it gives everything I want in a fantasy romance book specifically. And I do love a medieval feel. So I feel like I have a lot of covers that aren't extraordinarily pretty at the moment. This is like prettiest if you're gonna go for pretty, I think, because of the pink and the flowers as well. I think we're gonna just take this as an excuse to put on The Princess Knight because I'm dying to read this, guys. And I feel like it looks nice and cute and little and a good addition to this month's TBR. Okay, well that was really easy for the third book. Let's do the fourth book. I don't know what I want, guys. I feel like there's one prompt I really don't want to get. So hopefully we won't, but oh, okay, this one looks good. A new author to me. This is gonna make me branch out a little bit. I may even have to go on Kindle because I'm not sure how many new authors I have on my physical TBR. Okay, I think we are gonna go on Kindle and just see if I have any Kindle books in my library, because honestly, a lot of the books on my physical TBR, they're like continuations in series, or I've read many books by them before. So let me just have a little browse and I'll see what I can find. One that I have been really curious about is Five Broken Blades by Mai Call, very much influenced by Jamie. She's been reading the series kind of recently-ish, I guess, and I am really intrigued by that one. The other one I have is Jade City. I don't think that's on Kindle Unlimited, but we could just like get it on Kindle, or if not, go buy it, because I've heard incredibly good things about that one as well. Those are both fantasies. I believe Five Broken Blades, what I'm interested about in that one, it's so many different perspectives. That's really fun for me, different storylines following different characters. I do love that kind of found family feel, but from multiple perspectives. And then Jade City, it's a very, oh my god, I can't think of the word. It's not dystopian. It's a specific type of fantasy. If I remember it, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I cannot remember the word for it right now. They're two very good options. Honestly, some of the best options I have. I really have read a lot more authors than I kind of realized while I'm going through this. Like, I see the Poppy War and I'm like, I could do that. But then I'm like, wait, no, I've read an R.F. Kuang book. I am very much intrigued with Five Broken Blades. I think we're gonna go with that one just because it's on Kindle Unlimited. I use my subscription more anymore. I'm not committing myself to buying anything new, and I haven't read anything by this author before, so I feel like that's a really good option. Let's go with Five Broken Blades. I'm excited to get into that series. I have been really, really curious about it recently. Also, I just learned right now that Vicious by V. Schwab has been put on Kindle Unlimited, which is very exciting because I've been wanting to read that. Great excuse for me. I swear every time I can't find a book on Kindle Unlimited, like a week after I finish it, it goes on Kindle Unlimited. I'm so sick of that happening. Like I really truly am. Let's just do that one for now. Not for now. Let's just add that one to the TBR. Okay, does that mean we are on our last prompt now? I think it does. Okay, I was about to show you, but I'm already recording. Okay. Oh no. 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 Guys, this is the prompt I didn't want to get because I know what book this is. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I know what book this is, and I just didn't want to get two really, really long books when I have Strength of the Few already on my TBR. I just didn't want to get a really long one. Okay, look, let's see. I'll show you what it is. Guys, that was so embarrassing. A literal pile of dust came down when I pulled this off my shelf. Jeez. Okay, so I'm now realizing I do have a little bit of a dilemma. Maybe we'll do something fun for the end of your TBR. Maybe you guys get to decide the last book on my TBR because look, I do feel like I am. Okay, look, I'm just gonna talk it through, okay? This is the book I have been avoiding. It is 830 pages. This is House of Flame and Shadow, which is Crescent City, book 3, Sarah J. Maas. Obviously, I've read the first 2 Crescent City books like a year ago. I really liked the first one, didn't like the second one. It's just so big, guys, and I've heard so many different reviews on it, and I'm literally so scared, and I just don't love our main protagonist. If you didn't know, the Crescent City series is a urban fantasy. That's what I was thinking of earlier. Okay, is an urban fantasy. I do really like the magic system in this. This is also a very pretty cover. Could have picked it for that. There's obvious reason I didn't. But yeah, this is probably the biggest book on my TBR. However, for those who are like, Freya, no, the biggest book on your TBR is obviously Oathbringer, book 3 in the Brandon Sanderson Stormlight archive. You wouldn't be wrong. However, I just finished Words of Radiance, and I believe I have to read another novella before I can go on to Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. So it kind of feels wrong to go on to this one because I'm like, or to put this on the TBR because I'm like, I need to read Edge Dancer before I read this one. So it's technically like not the next book in the series. So I'm like, I don't know. Is this the longest book on my TBR or is this one? Is this just an excuse for me to not read Crescent City 3? Possibly. I almost want to leave it to a vote for you guys in the comments, and you can let me know which you think I should read next. I do feel like though I can't read Oathbringer without reading Edge Dancer, and let's be truly honest, am I actually going to get to this in the month of December where I'm like extremely busy and I have Strength of the Few to read? I don't think so. And you guys know me, I like to dedicate a good month to a Brandon Sanderson Stormlight archive book. So I think we're going to have to go with this book. To be honest, I did want to read this book before the year ended, so it is kind of ironic that I pick it for my December TBR. I just am so scared. Like, I've heard so many different opinions and I truly don't know where it could go. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Please let me know if you actually liked this book because I've heard, yeah, very different opinions, and just because I really didn't like the second book, I just have really, like, I don't have high hopes, basically, is what I'm trying to say in very jumbled words. I feel like we have to go with this because like that would just be mean to put this book on my TBR to myself, I think. If this is mean enough to myself, so how much do we want to bully my reading journey in the month of December? Probably not that much. I'm in a weird mood today. That means our final book on the TBR is House of Flame and Shadow. Fine, I'll do it. Anyway, let's go through every book we're going to be reading, or is at least on the TBR for the month of December, the last TBR for the year. We have Of Flame and Fury by Michaela Bridge. Wait, do we have an entire fantasy TBR? That's crazy. The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. The Strength of the Few by James Islington. I know that I need to take the price off. Five Broken Blades by Mai Corland. And of course, the mighty House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. So it's a hefty TBR. It's definitely a stacked TBR, but I think it could be fun. If we can get through all of these books in the month of December, I would be one very happy gal. Shame I'm a mood reader, but I actually do. I know that I want to read Strength of the Few like a lot of these I want to read super quickly, or super soon, I should say. So I feel like we might have hope. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you had fun picking my TBR with me. I certainly did. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your month of December. It's a very exciting month. Happy holidays for whatever you celebrate, and I will see you in a day. pretty much. I'll see you like in a day or two. I'll see you in like less than 48 hours. Isn't that exciting? All right. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.